Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings for November 16th through the 30th for my Aries. Hello, my Aries. How are you? Well, this is the longer reading, so I'm actually using 3+ decks of cards. I'm using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. Gives me that main message. My John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards fills in those gaps. I ask for final words of advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. And then I just started adding in the last, in October reading, my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I only pull one card on that one. And, it kind of gives me a good summary, or gives us a good summary. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused the deck with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay. I'm sorry I didn't get my first part of November in. I was sick, and, I do cover a lot of things, though, in that last half of October, and Scorpio season is all about destiny being filled. I do have some dates to kind of tell you about, so I'm going to kind of shift my eyes a little bit on this. November 12th is the full moon. It is in Taurus. I'll talk a little more about this in my shorter readings. We also then, Mercury goes direct on the 21st. We still have that 2-week shadow that follows. November 22nd, the sun enters Sagittarius, and that's a fire energy, so that's your energy also. I do feel it's going to be very positive energy. And then we have the 26th of November when it's the new moon in Sagittarius. Now, I do like to get some of my information from this astrology.co, and I think that's how you call it, and I will post it on my Facebook information. But we have November 11th coming up, and that's 1111. And if you're like me, you have been seeing 1111 for many, many years now. So this is always the time we want to be really careful, or we want to really be aware that this is a strong energy couple of days. So November 11th is the day before the full moon. So that in itself has some really positive energy to that too. But this site that I was telling you about is saying from November 9th through the 12th, they are saying major karmic dates with destiny. And this is extremely, extremely extremely strong dates. So just be prepared for that. Like I said, I will put that on my Facebook too. They don't have enough information just yet, so I'll wait a couple of days until they do about that. Now, let's go ahead. Remember, so this is, end of November, 16th through the 30th for my Aries. Remember, I'm an intuitive channeler. Things come down and they pop out, sometimes without a filter. Sometimes it doesn't make, many times it doesn't make sense, but to me, but it does to, whoever needed to receive that message. Let's go on one more time from my Aries. We're going to cut the cards now. I'm using my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards, all face down, all reversed. So reverse cards to me mean, hey, pay attention. Let's see for my Aries. What do we have here? The 3 of Air. Okay, so this is that reflective time. This is that time. I'm feeling kind of maybe that towards the end of November that this could be a low energy time for you. It could feel that time that you're just kind of feeling a little bit on that sluggish side, kind of feeling like you want to drag your feet. And it's like, it's a little hard to get up in the day and not to start, not to have maybe 5 cups of coffee. I'm feeling it's kind of that type of energy for you. Now, this card is the one that has, in traditional tarot, that has that heart and those 3 swords, and everybody's like, can you just reshuffle again? It doesn't mean, I'm not feeling that this is the exact meaning of what this card says. Okay, I'm really not feeling that for you. I'm just feeling like things will be, energy-wise, not professionally, but it's like, so does that, I just feel like you're going to have to push yourself a little more. You're going to have to push yourself through this 16th through the 30th, this 2-week period. And again, maybe it's because, as we're getting towards an end of the year, there's going to be more work for you. So maybe you're going to be putting in some really long hours, okay? It does work out well for you, but again, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm just tired. I need to rest. So when you can rest, please rest, okay? So 3 of air, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. And that kind of pops out, the need to forgive yourself or others. Again, if we're going back to that work situation and it's 10 hours, 10 or more hours a day, 12, 14, 15 hours, I can just see my Aries going, couldn't they have prepared better? Because I do feel that in some ways it's like if this is work per se, and again, it can be any of those relationships I talk about, work, career, job, intimate, personal, family. It's kind of like finding out at 10 o'clock at night that that your child either has a class project the next day or needs a treat, okay? And you're like, huh? Where am I going to get that? Where do I have the energy? I wanted to go to bed, okay? It's that type of annoyances, okay? So that's why when the need to forgive yourself or others, it's kind of like, oh, come on now, guys. Okay, next card here is the 4 of air. And again, this kind of goes along. These were down. This is, again, time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Yeah, I do feel, make sure you keep that connection between the higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is. Because like I said, I feel like you're being stretched. You're being stretched. You don't, it's like, how many hours in a day is there? Maybe there's 24 hours, but I need at least 4 to sleep, and then I need another 24 to do the stuff I have to do. I feel like you're being stretched, okay? So try to, the meditation will help. Deep breathing helps also. Even if you have to go in, if you're at work and you have to go to the bathroom and do some deep breathing, in through your nose, hold it, out through your mouth, slowly, even if you have to do deep breathing, do that, okay? Because I don't feel like you're going to have the time to necessarily do the exercising you usually do, to eat your normal. I just feel like this is a stretched time for you. Okay, your last card here, the Page of Earth. Earth energy is that money energy. It is our Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Solid energy could be about your home, could be about your job, which includes your money, something you can really touch, okay? So it's a very solid type of energy. And the pages are, they're just like, very impetuous. They're also unending energy to me in this card here. But this is about scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters. So however this is, whatever's going on that you are so tired, it winds, financially and in your job situation, it is like, you are the hero. You are the hero. You are recognized for all the hours you're putting in. And if you're not, you may need to think about another job for that. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So again, maybe that means that because of this time, because of this stretching, because of you working all these hours, maybe there's a promotion at the end of that rainbow, at the end of that, that couple of weeks, but if there's not, and you have invested all this time and energy, you need to talk to someone, okay? Because, they either don't know or they don't care. But if they don't know, you need to tell them. Okay, my Aries? Okay. Here's a card that wants to pop out. Go ahead. Let's go on. My John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Let's go on and do this. Sometimes I can't remember my names of my cards. I just know what they are. That's why I take that moment to say, what am I working with? Here we go. 3 cards face down. First card, this is the one that did pop out, and I do know that it is reversed because I saw it, and this one is light. There is that light at the end of the tunnel. Again, even though you are working so many hours or you are so stretched, there will be a light. There will be that hope. There is that I'm feeling that transition also, okay? It's going to work its way through. I am going to caution you, though, to try to get the rest you do need to get. Okay. Also, too, if you are working that many hours and people don't know, you need to tell somebody. Your next card, okay, harmony, harmony. Okay, things work its way through, things work its way out. So whatever you've been working for, it, again, it works its way through. Okay. Your next card, financial and material changes. 5 is about changes in itself. So again, this is on top of that page of Earth where I'm like, good news about financial matters. Now, changes can be positive or negative, but I feel that this is positive. It's like you've been working yourself for an end, okay? And the end winds up with some extra money in your pocket. I think that's very, very positive, especially since I really don't see you have a lot of choice in the work schedule that you have. If you have choice, then you can make some different decisions, but I really feel like it's okay, that card flipped. Let me pull that out before I start shuffling too much. Okay, so that's an interesting card. I did see it. It is face up. Let's go on. So my Osho Zen Tarot cards, words of advice. Okay, again, okay, this is, watch out for this. Laziness, this is kind of, now, do I think that you're going to be lazy? No. Do I think that you're just going to feel tired? Yes. Yes. And try to rest where you can rest, but I think that, it's just be aware that, yes, you still have to get up in the morning to go to work. Okay, your next card, letting go. Letting go. This is, a lot of times, this is kind of that let go and let God, let go and let your higher power, guardian angels, whoever that is to you. Part of this is, just kind of saying, okay, there's some things I have control over, some things I don't. And again, this work, I feel like you're going to be worked very hard, or you're going to work very hard these last couple of weeks. Again, there's a good financial payoff at the end of it, and if there's not, you need to talk to somebody. And here we have patience. Now, I love this. I do love the moons. I love, this is somebody, she's basically waiting for the birth. She's waiting for her birth. And she's in sync with what, what's ever going on. Remember what I talked about, the 11-11, so the 9th through the 12th, the full moon. And that's also according to, when I was talking about my October readings, the end of October, this is about destiny, and this is just hold on, have some patience, because there may be times, this story comes to mind. This story comes to mind about a miner. I believe this to be true, but a miner, he was mining a mine for like 20 years or so, and he finally gave up, sold the mine off, and then when the bigger company came to mine, he was like 20 inches away from a big silver strike. So have patience. Don't lose your temper, okay? Don't lose your temper. Now, again, too, it's always easier to get a job when you have a job. But don't lose your temper. I feel like you might just kind of like, Now, if there are things, though, that, if you're missing important events, you need to communicate those things. But again, these last 2 weeks of November, I feel are going to be extremely busy. You're going to be tired. If there's a way to work on your energy, work on it. Okay, one card face down. This is my Archangel. This is my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. This one is face down. Let's see what we have. And it's also reversed. And this is the 10 of Ariel. Ariel is, again, earth energy in this deck. Again, that very solid 10s are transitioning. And that's what we've been talking about. It's like, but now it's transitioning. And there is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So even though these 2 weeks are going to be kind of stressful and tiring and exhausting, what you're working for is going to be really worth all the energy you've put into it. So If you enjoyed my readings, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. But as always, my Aries, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.